Alright, what's up everybody? The Yami here, and as you can see, we are not playing Destiny today. And the reason for that is, I'm gonna be honest, last month's season of Plunder, maybe a little bit longer, not been so hot, and I just have not felt like playing the game at all. Modern Warfare 2 came out, I've had a ton of fun playing this, and I have been working on my camo challenges. I've got a lot of weapon classes, completely gold, working on LMGs right now. And I figured, why not record some of this gameplay, talk about Destiny, what's been happening, what's coming, and, you know, just kind of keep tabs with all of you. So, with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and queue into a match and try out this live commentary thing. I don't really do this too often, I'm more of a scripted guy, but, yeah. So, Destiny, Plunder, gonna be real, like, the first month of this season for me was pretty fun, but overall I am just really feeling the burnout, as a lot of people are, with not only the seasonal model, but just the lack of any real change outside of the initial expansion launch. You know, this season we got Arc 3.0, we got King's Fall, and King's Fall was a blast. I had a lot of fun running that, but I can only run King's Fall so many times. Arc 3.0 was also really fun, but I can only use one subclass so many times before it just gets stale and I want to use something different. So story this season. Let's talk about the story. I feel like it was just a matter of time before... I hesitate to call this season a dud because I don't think it's as bad as something like Worthy or Season of the Hunt that we got in the past, which was Season 10 and Season 12. But, you know, the last 5-ish seasons have been pretty good since Chosen, some of them amazing. So I figured it was just a matter of time before we got something that really wasn't up to par, or before we really started to feel stagnant, right? I don't hate Plunder, but I don't care about it either. I am tired of the amount of waiting that at least it feels like we have had to do in Destiny, right? You gotta wait for the story to happen, we gotta wait for this to happen, you gotta wait to be able to even access the story, and then you access the weekly story after a whole week, and it's like, oh, well, you gotta wait till next season, sorry, nothing's happening with Nezarec right now. You know, you're assembling all these pieces, ooh, I wonder what it can mean. All these relics that we're stealing from other pirate crews, and it's just... It really started to wear down on me. I don't really feel like I have much of anything that is worth doing in-game right now. And that was really highlighted by me, or for me, by Festival of the Lost this year. I did not like Haunted Sectors. I was sick of the bugs that were happening. I didn't do the event at all the first week because I wanted to wait for the bugs to get polished, right? Get fixed up with quest progression. And then I spent about 3 hours on the first day of the second week not realizing that the bug was back. Where, like, you couldn't get page progress or whatever while running the sectors. Or whatever it was. And so for the past month, since that Stasis video I uploaded, the Beginner's Guide to Stasis subclasses, I haven't really logged in at all. I've logged in here and there to check Eververse, see if there's anything I want to get with Bright Dust. That's honestly about it. I'm getting a little off track because I didn't even write up guidelines for what I wanted to talk about in this video, so I'm just kind of freeforming it. But Destiny's in this weird spot where it's not bad. The game really isn't bad, but it's got a lot of small details that could really use some polish, and the game can't figure out if it's good for new players or good for veterans. I hesitate to say it's trying to be too many things, because I think it's good to try and please as many people as possible, but you have to execute on that properly to pull it off, and right now it's just not doing it. At least with this past season, it's not. You know, it's a little too grindy for a lot more casual players, right, in terms of, like, in-game stuff. So casuals aren't doing it. The new player experience sucks. New players are just confused. They don't know what they should be doing or what they are doing. But there's not enough substance there in the in-game for veteran players, right? The in-game at this point is, you know, just crafting these god roll guns, which is fine. I'm okay with that to an extent. There are some crafted weapons that I have had fun chasing. But at the end of the day, oh, what? Next season, am I just gonna craft the best in class of another weapon and spend like 5 weeks working on that and then leveling it up? and then what? And then where am I gonna use it, you know? All the content in the game is either too hard or too easy on a lot of places. Maybe not too hard, but too hard to play kind of semi-casually with or comfortably, you know? You're not... Like, normal raids, normal Kingsfall has basically no challenge to it whatsoever. The hardest part of that raid is getting a competent fire team together to do War Priest. But then Master has way too high a barrier of entry. There's no middle ground. There's no legend raids. There's no nothing. There's nowhere it feels like that is worth sinking my time into.
Enemy UAV active.
What else has been bothering me? I'm just gonna start rattling off bullet points and things that have been annoying me over the past couple of seasons, or past, you know, months maybe. I don't want to. I'm not angry at this expansion. Witch Queen's been great. Season of the Risen was really fun. Haunted, while a little bit worse, had a great story, and good guns and a great dungeon. Not gonna complain too much about Haunted. Bungie's just doing the thing where they're not following through. I don't know if it's because they have all hands on deck for Lightfall, but I've kind of been hoping, hey, you got that Sony money now, I think, I would hope. Want to see some more progress, but Mementos are another big one. This brand new... I'm not paying attention at all in game right now. This brand new cosmetic. You know, it's not monetized at all. It's just meant to be there to service the player base and have something fun to chase, like they introduced with Witch Queen. They put in Gambit, they put in Grandmaster Nightfalls, and they put in Trials for going flawless. And they have not expanded on it at all since. There have been no updates, there have been no additions, they have not added them to any other Pinnacle or Pursuit activity in the game. Kingsfall didn't get one, the new dungeon didn't get one, the new dungeon next season probably is going to get one. Iron Banner, which saw an entire rework, didn't get a new memento. The competitive playlist next season, the rework it's getting, probably not going to get one. That playlist is barely getting rewards at all until Lightfall and Beyond, the way they talked about it in the recent TWAB. And they just introduced this cool thing, and they don't see it through. They don't see it through at all. It's so baffling to me how often Bungie gets the hard things right and messes up the easy decisions. I am doing so bad while trying to talk right now. I'm on second on the team. Oh, our team just sucks. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in this weird state where I don't hate the game. I'm not, like, overly mad. I'm just fatigued and frustrated. I feel like a lot of problems could maybe not be permanently fixed, but at least could have a band-aid fix by just throwing more rewards at you that you can, like, chase down and earn. And I don't even mean for free. I just feel like there's nothing worth doing. Like, I don't... Some of the most fun I've had within the past 3 months playing the game is playing private matches with my friends. And there's been no benefit to doing that. It's just for fun, right? And that's, like, the most interesting thing to do. Like, I haven't touched Grandmasters at all this season, because the weapons suck. I do not care about Mindbender's ambition. They've stripped it of any perks that are worth anything. Shotguns aren't that good in PvE anyway, or in the cases that they are, Mindbender's isn't one of them. And I also don't care about Malicious Birthright. There are better breech-loaded grenade launchers out there. And even if Malicious Birthright is somehow like 1% a better god roll than any of the other ones, it's not good enough for me to care. It's not worth the effort, even if Grandmasters themselves aren't that difficult. And then I enter this position. Why am I running Grandmasters? Just to gild my title? I mean, gilding my title is fun, but there are so many titles in the game, and I've gilded it so many times. What's the difference between someone who's gilded Conqueror 3 times or 7? Like, nobody cares. It's not, like, that much of a flex, and there's nothing else to gain from Grandmasters or other content like it to flex. There's no armor, there's no glows, there's no emblems, there's no shaders, there's no ghost shells tied to Grandmaster Nightfalls. Like, if they just shoved a bunch of cosmetics themed around it in there, it might be more fun to do. And I'm not grinding mementos from Grandmaster Nightfalls, because the easiest place to get the memento, right? You're basically guaranteed one every clear if you keep using it. One, because it takes forever to level up guns to be able to use Memento and make like use of it for the shader, right? Level 30. And 2, the Grandmaster Memento's ugly. There are some people out there in the world that like it, but most people don't. I'm gonna try and cap C here. If I'm not getting kills, I'm at least wanting to play objective. And it's just like this constant loop. I feel like we're not gonna see any major changes to the core progression. For maybe in Lightfall, but I don't even know if we'll see anything till after Final Shape. I feel like Bungie is in this kind of rhythm that they've got going, where most people aren't horribly angry, but they might be frustrated, right? So they're just gonna pump out expansions and seasons because, you know, the loop works well enough for now. I don't know. It's in a weird spot. I'm really excited for Lightfall. I'm excited to see what next season's going to be. Again, I'm not horribly mad or anything. But I'm just kind of like in this weird limbo of Destiny right now. Like, I do not feel excited to log on. Like, honestly, I've been having a lot of fun not playing Destiny this past month of a break. And it's not even like a lot of people on Reddit, or not just Reddit, but social media in general, are like, yo, it's okay to take a break every now and then from the game. And I'm like, yeah, I'm well aware. I have taken multiple breaks from this game multiple times, and you're not wrong. It is okay to take a break, and it's good to do so. You should do it. But I also hate using that as an excuse for the game not to get better. You know, like, taking a break isn't the only reason people are burnt out. The systems are just bad. They do not encourage healthy behaviors. They aren't fun. The power level grind is a whole other topic, right? People hate it, for the most part. Or a lot of people do. Maybe not everybody or the majority, but a lot of people do hate the power level grind. Is my controller oh my god, I need to turn that off. But there's just so many factors that are like slowly building on top of each other, where you don't always know what to do, right? Because there's so much waiting. And it feels like the best way to play the game and play the seasons is to not play it at all until like a month or so into the season. Because there's just nothing to do. I think a perfect example of that, I'm kind of like rambling now and kind of going off on a tangent. But another good example of that, between the game can't decide if it wants to be for casual or hardcores or veterans or not, or a mix of both, is new season launches. One, we like never know anything about a season until like the day it launches or the day before anymore. And I'm sure Bungie did that to keep spoilers and leaks from happening. But we used to get like a trailer a week beforehand. Every time, and we don't anymore. And now, new season launches, day 1, what is there to do? You get sandbox changes, and you get one little quest step of the, story, and you can access like an activity or two, and some seasonal challenges, and that's it. Oh, you want more seasonal challenge chase? You gotta wait. Oh, you want to access more of the story? Gotta wait till next week. Oh, you want to grind your rep? Well, sorry, we haven't let you be able to grind your reputation for whatever 3x7 stupid grid they want to add infinitely since Season of Splicer. You need to wait for more weekly challenges and seasonal challenges to come out to be able to get the tokens for your rep. Oh, the new dungeon? Gotta wait till Friday for that to come out. There's so much waiting. The first day of a season is like so bittersweet because you're excited. There's new stuff to do. You want to play. You want to have fun. You want to experience the game, but the game won't let you. You gotta wait. And honestly, I've kind of wanted to potentially experiment on just not playing for the first month of a season. I'll probably never do it, I love the game too much. I want to experience the things, but I've considered it. But you can't just take breaks from seasons either, because battle passes, right? Even if your seasonal content sticks around for a year, the battle passes don't. They should. It's dumb that they don't. That's one thing that Halo Infinite does that I love, is that your battle passes are permanent and you can buy them whenever you want. And I wish more games did that. It's unfortunate that Halo, the game that had a really rough launch, is one of the first games to do it, or at least first mainstream games to do it. But maybe in the future. But, yeah, that's basically what's been up with me lately. I haven't made Destiny content because I haven't felt like it. I have not felt like logging in to record gameplay. I have not felt like writing scripts. So, I just haven't. Thought it might be better for my mental health. You know, the game's not going anywhere, guides aren't going anywhere, but they'll be uploaded. But yeah, that's all I really have to say today. At least I think so. Maybe I'll add a couple more things after this. If I do, this part will be cut out. But, that being said, my name's Yami, and I will see you beautiful people next time.